Hi everyone, I'm here with
Jim Rozec.
Jim. What do you do?
I'm a seed supplier, so we do development of variety in herbs and some leafy greens for vertical farm, also open field herb specialist.
I'm noticing an accent. Where are you coming from today?
I'm a French guy, so I'm based in Toronto, Canada, but our company is mainly based in Europe, France and Germany. So our seed are developed in France and produced in Europe, and then we supply some of the North American growers.
Excellent. What are the top three varieties that you're selling over here in North America? Would you say that are most exciting for growers that might be listening today and want to
Yes.
learn more?
So we have good basil varieties that do really well in vertical farm and like in hydroponic growers. We also supply some cilantro, dill, chives.
Oh, nice.
So that's like also some wild rocket. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
quite a few different varieties.
How's the show going for you here today in Columbus, Ohio?
Yeah, it's good. First time visiting the greenhouse, and then nice conference. I'm quite surprised by the amount of people, and yeah, it's a good place. I like it. It's a bit more focused on like scientifical and research,
Yeah.
which is nice compared to like a trade show where
Right.
it's mainly like vendors. Here it's a bit more academic, so it's a good change.
Excellent. Was there one takeaway that you're going to leave here today with that you'd say that you learned and was just kind of interesting that you didn't know before maybe?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I didn't learn anything like per se from zero, but more as a vendor, as a seed supplier, let's say seed breeder, we focus less on the disease and the risk associated with production.
Yeah.
So there was a presentation about that, which I know it's an important topic, but it's just not something I touch on day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
and that was good. So
Excellent, excellent. Is there something that you notice when you go into facilities that folks aren't doing that should be doing, such as maybe seed sanitation or any other thing that maybe would be a good piece of advice for the listeners out there today?
um, nah, it's hygiene in general.
Hygiene, yeah.
I think like seed supply, like most of the time we supply varieties that are already sanitized, and you don't need to do more measures on it. But like, yeah, I think just good general practice of like
Yeah,
sanitation, that's
that's
still
great.
still a bottleneck, I think.
Definitely, definitely. And now that we don't have to worry about the disease resistance, the drought resistance in an indoor farm, do you see you all looking at maybe some non-commercialized varieties that you had in the past that you had to shelve away that
Yeah.
now are applicable? And could you maybe talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we had the case on basil for that was rejected, let's say, for open field cultivation, but that proven to be doing well in vertical farm environment, where you want maybe a faster cycle and more yield, but then some of the aspects like resistance are less important.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely, I think if you do breeding and selection of variety in a different environment, you're gonna have different outcome because it's just not the same trait you need to develop. So yeah, yeah.
And what is your favorite vegetable, would you say, out of all the vegetables out there?
For me, it's very easy. It's a tomato
Okay.
because my father was tomato grower.
Okay.
So I grew up with a greenhouse, let's say high tech greenhouse. So I had like an amount like unlimited tomato, cherry tomato, my whole childhood.
All
So
right. And you didn't get sick of that? No.
no,
All right.
like so it's pretty clear. Yeah.
All right. Excellent, Jim. Well, thank you for your time and
Thank you.
wishing you the best at this show.
Thank you.
Have a good one.